can't beat them, join them.
And the Kenya Ports Authority has installed more than 1,300 reefer plugging points at its shipment facilities to run refrigerated containers for fresh produce. The move has seen exportation of fresh produce increase by 6% and cost of transport from the farm via SGR to the port of Mombasa reduced by $1,200, an equivalent of 154,000 Kenyan shillings at the current rate. And as Francis Mtalaki reports, this could be the game changer in making Kenyan fresh produce exports more competitive in the international market.
At the port of Mombasa, one of the KPA employees is busy inspecting and plugging refrigerated containers that have arrived at the facility loaded with fresh produce ready for export. These reefer plugging points are part of the latest technology installed to facilitate transportation of fresh produce from the farm to the port of Mombasa through the SGR. These special containers are equipped with a refrigeration unit that are usually plugged into an electrical source at the depot, terminal, and while on board. According to KPA Managing Director Captain William Ruto, the installation of 1,367 reefer plugging points across its shipment facilities, 795 at the port of Mombasa, 336 at the inland container depot in Nairobi, 216 at Lamu Port, and 20 at the Naivasha ICD, has seen KPA register a 6% increase of fresh produce exports from 6,416 TEUs to 6,813 TEUs in the first quarter of the year. The cost of transport from the farm to the port of Mombasa through SGR has equally reduced.
When we use rail, we'll have reduced that cost by nearly $1,200 to $1,600. This reduction of cost is also going to go down to the farmer, so that the farmer also is able to get more in terms of his produce.
We expect about 10,000 containers to go from here in 5 years, and up to 20,000 containers in 10 to 15 years' time. In a period of 20 weeks, that's 1,000 containers a week. We really need to be ready for that.
There are more that are coming on board. There's a lot of cut flowers that we have within the country. There's a lot of chilled vegetables that we can be able to get to the European markets. A lot of conversations on decarbonizing our logistics. So I see Kenya Ports Authority as being very key and very major in being able to develop that economy.
Kenya Ports Authority is planning to upscale the number of reefer charging points and prioritize fresh produce at scanning points to ensure quick truck turnaround time for exporters who prefer sea transport of avocados, vegetables, flowers, and other fresh produce. The initiative has also attracted traders from Uganda and Tanzania.
There's a lot of fruit going into neighboring countries. They're all coming through the port of Mombasa. Tanzania at the moment is coming through the port of Mombasa. We want it to be the hub to be and the place to be for even our neighbors to see that we have set such high standards that we are going to really increase our trade.
With a global rising shift of movement of fresh produce and horticultural commodities from conventional modes of transport to sea freight, stakeholders say cold chain logistics has offered exporters business flexibility by making exports competitive in the international market owing to its ability to handle bulk cargo across multiple shipping routes and environmental sustainability of less gas emission compared to air transport.
We are competing with the South America. For a reefer container to be shipped from the farm up to Europe, market where we get market, it costs nearly $10,000. But from South America, it costs $5,000.
To send a container from Naivasha to Mombasa is more expensive than from Mombasa to Shanghai. So why should that be the case? So once we can start putting our containers on the railway, we reduce $1,000, we become a lot more competitive.
65% of the avocado market has the European market, and farmers in Naivasha and Nakuru County are banking on this new opportunity in order to increase their produce. Francis Mtalaki, Citizen TV, Naivasha, Nakuru County.